Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2020 Oceania Championships. My name is Philip Golo. I am one of your commentators for this qualification Boulder round. We are about to get started. The judges have been briefed. The timers are just being finished, being set up and placed. I will be joined by a co-commentator for this round, Corey, one of the route setters, which will be a welcome voice. From top to bottom in a top left, that'll be men's 1 and females 1 problem, M1 F1. To the right, on the left of that screen is M1. The orange problem on the right there, sorry, M2 that one was. The orange problem on the right of that view is F2. Apologies, it's not the best angle. We struggled with that view a little bit. Then we've got F3 and F4 on bottom left, and M4 and F4 on the bottom right. I do have a way to make sure the judges won't linger in front of the cameras. They may have to walk in front of it briefly to get a view of the climbers as they progress on the route, but they have been briefed to try not to linger in front of the cameras due to COVID situation. We have very few spectators, and so I know the live stream is very important. This is the results and the standing after the speed round. We've got Tom Farrell in first position after that speed round, and followed by Ben Abel and Tom O'Halloran rounding out the top 3. For the women, we've got Osh McKenzie, followed by Ella Easton and Siobhan Doby in the top 3 positions after speed. You can follow along with the results on the IFSC app. A couple of you guys have mentioned you've had some problems finding it. I've been able to find it if you search IFSC WC series. So hopefully you can find it. And then in the main menu there, click on Combined, and then you can see Sydney there, and then we're in the qualification round for bouldering. I'll try to bring up this screen throughout the comp so you can kind of follow along along with the competition, and we can go back to the results. All right, I believe I am joined by another commentator, Corey. How are you?
Good, thanks. A little nervous.
All good. Let us know if the sound quality is okay and the sound levels are okay. We can adjust them slightly. Corey is one of the route setters and part of the route setting through the team. When did you start setting this week?
We started setting on Wednesday morning around 6 o'clock.
Yeah, nice. You've set in this venue a couple times now, is that right?
Quite a few now. Yeah. Gets a little bit easier every time.
Yeah, it does help when you're familiar with some of the terrain and the walls and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Fiddlewood's made improvements every time.
Yeah.
They fixed their walls. They put in a few slabs, things like that. So it definitely helps make it a better comp, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously this year is a bit unique. We haven't had the chance for as many competitions as normal, and getting the difficulty is really important to get the splits, but then also provide a good show, seeing some tops and all that kind of thing. How did you manage that challenge this year?
Well, yeah, it's true. We haven't seen a lot of the competitors do as much climbing as you would have normally done by this time. You usually get a chance to gauge how everyone's doing, but so I guess you could say this qualification round is a bit of a test, bit of a litmus test about how the finals should proceed. Yeah, it's tricky. It's not an exact science, let's put it that way.
For sure. I hear you.
You do your best.
Yeah, definitely. So do you think you'll be up late tonight making tweaks to the finals problems?
No, fortunately the comp doesn't start till around 2 tomorrow.
Yeah,
so we've got quite a large window to make any appropriate changes we think we need to. I don't think too much will change though. Just little bits and pieces.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback around Corey's mic volume. I turned it down halfway. Let me know if that's good, and I can also move it up or down some more as well. Yeah, so you don't think it'll be too late of a night? That's a refreshing change for setting. We moved this year, or the combined format moved to 3 problems in the finals. Was there much discussion about how that changes things, or
yeah, a little bit
around that?
Absolutely. I guess out of 4 boulders, can always take a bit more of a risk. Say with the 4th, if out of 3 boulders, if there's one of them that doesn't get a top or a zone at all, it's a 2 boulder comp, which becomes quite a problem, I think, if you're trying to if there's supposed to be versatility in the round. So yeah, you have to be careful with it.
Yeah.
First time for us with just 3 boulders in a round. So yeah, it is interesting. Quite a few things were discussed.
So just bringing up the men's result and the start list. Coming out first for bouldering, we're going to have Hugo Hornshaw, followed by Ned Middlehurst, Ben Abel, James Cassay, Tom Farrell, Chase Gatlin, Tom O'Halloran, and Campbell Harrison. Who are you sort of watching to gauge whether or not you guys got the difficulty right? Who do you think's your favorite for the bouldering round?
Look, it's a stacked field. There's definitely people that are more inclined to, maybe to surprise you in the bouldering with what they can do. I haven't seen Campbell climb in a long time on boulders. James Cassay as well. I mean, James Cassay for me is always going to be a dark horse. There's not much he can't hold on to. But yeah, I guess the true test will be to see how the 2 toms and for me the 2 toms go. See how we've done. They're the only 2 people I've really seen boulder of late.
Yeah.
So it'll give me a good gauge on how hard everything is trending.
And for the ladies, coming out, our running order is first starting with Roxy Perry, then Mia Wida, Siobhan Doby, Leah Jeffries, Ella Easton, Angie Scarth-Johnson, Cirrus Tan, Lucy Sterling, and Osh McKenzie finishing up the round. How about for the women? What are any standouts that you're watching?
Again, just from what I've observed, a few of these athletes I haven't seen climb in a while. I think it's really Oceania's to lose.
Okay.
I think she's a standout in speed and in this category. I think she'll have to try a little bit harder in lead. I don't know.
Yeah. For
sure. But yeah, I guess we'll just see how Oceania does and how everyone stacks up behind her.
Yeah, for sure. Osh, I think, definitely is a standout to be a favorite. In 2019 at Nationals, she did sweep all the podiums for all 3 events. There wasn't a combined format at that event, so there was an overall podium, so a combination, but it wasn't done in the combined format. And so with those 3 gold medals, clearly that kind of puts her in a favorite position.
Yeah, definitely definitely a strong position.
Yeah. Obviously, though, with Victorian athletes, we had that 16-week lockdown, which did impact some of the Victorians' ability to do their normal sort of training routine. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how that's affected her. From her speed results, it seems like she's still putting up good speed times.
Yeah, I don't feel like that edge has been dulled at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have our answers
Very soon.
around that very soon. That's right. So just some questions about what's going on and what's next. We should be starting the round in about 4 minutes. So judges have been wandering around and making sure they're familiar with the problems. I will do my best to try to keep judges not lingering in front of the cameras when the climbing has started. They may have to go in front of the camera briefly to get a good view of the athletes, but hopefully that won't happen too much and they won't linger. On the bottom right, that was Rick Perry, the jury president, walking by the shot. He is coming here from Tasmania. Question about the whether or not preview has happened. So in the qualification round, the format is 5 on, 5 off. So athletes will come on for 5 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes, and then go to the next problem. So that includes their preview time, as opposed to the finals round where they'll have a 2-minute preview period for each problem, and then head back into ISO and come out for 4 minutes to try each problem. So no problem by problem preview period. Julie is asking about the start list for the men being only 8. You are correct. So all 8 will make it through to the final. The reason why our start list is a little slim this year, we have had a recent outbreak of COVID in the Northern Beaches suburb of Sydney. Because of that, there's been some impending domestic travel restrictions, and a number of athletes did only yesterday decide not to compete. And so, yes, we do have a smaller start list as possible, but still the results from today are important. It will impact the seeding and the order that they come out for on Sunday. Do you think, Corey, that plays a bit of a role in the psychological game for the athletes of
Absolutely.
how they come out?
Absolutely, yeah.
Would you prefer to come out early or last?
Well, I mean, I don't know what I'd like to do, but I think even not really determining, even though it determines how they come out tomorrow, I think psychologically how well they do today will play a big role. Seen some nerves out on the speed already.
Mm.
But yeah, it'll definitely play a role.
Yeah.
And even the ranking, you just don't know what can happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to have that ranking from the day before to put you in a good place.
Yeah. Maybe let's zoom in on problem the M1 and F2 or F1 problems. Can you talk us through a little bit of M1 on the left here and what sort of you guys were thinking around intentions?
With all 8 boulders out on this wall at the same time, some spaces were a little bit, well, some zones are a bit smaller than others, and this one is one of the smallest zones we had. So it's a pretty straight up kind of boulder. It's a bit of a press in the corner, and you've got 2 features in opposition to each other. And you might not be able to see it, but there's a really kind of bad jib on the inside. of the first feature, and you have to get up into that and come into the Gaston and wrestle the Gaston. There's a footer. If you can get your footer in line, and then maybe a little pop to the top.
So is that one of the cruxes, like foot movement while wrestling that Gaston? Where do you think is?
Yeah, if you're not
what's
paying
on the
attention,
plan?
I think you can slip out of the double Gaston pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's flaring.
Yeah.
And the foot's, yeah, kind of midline, so it shouldn't be too comfortable. But I can imagine this is definitely not our hardest boulder of the round. It's kind of, yeah, maybe the nerves calmed a little bit.
Yep.
The zone's very easy. I would be surprised if the zone doesn't get flashed to by every athlete.
Okay.
But yeah, the top I think's going to give maybe half the field a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But I think I wouldn't be surprised if this boulder gets flashed. Yeah.
And what about F1 here on the right side of the screen?
Yeah, F1. It's a slow boulder. It's really about holding on and moving well. A few little crimps, bit of fiberglass. But again, I think this boulder will get flashed. It should calm the nerves a bit too, like being one of the easier boulders to start out on.
Cool. Let's move to M2 and F2. So I believe it's the left side there that's M2.
That's correct. It's a bit of a different speed here. There's, I guess, what you'd call a crack in the roof there. You can't really see it, but there's two holds in opposition to each other inside the crack.
Yeah.
And they've actually been placed so the node texture side is up.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so we don't get, I guess we're trying to avoid a blood rule.
Yeah, got it.
Because the inside of the features is a little bit rougher.
Yeah.
And then it's actually not that bad. It's quite a comfortable, it's not very comfortable at all actually, but it's comfy enough.
Yeah.
And you're coming out, a bit of a meat wrap on the end of the features.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few options for feet. It got done a few different ways. Feet in front, feet behind. But yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, if I came out and I had no viewing and I turned around to this boulder, I'd it'd make me a little nervous. But yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens. Over the lip, just a few crimps, slopey crimps. There's a couple of sharp crimps, and then the end is maybe a kind of a hidden foot in between the two holds there, and then the last hold's kind of a slopey ledge.
Cool.
So you just have to keep it together at the top.
So is matching the top hold there going to be pretty tricky, you think? Or if their feet are on that volume, do you think it'll be pretty comfortable?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see someone get there and slip. Again, nerves. Yeah, I can imagine if you do get through the crack, if you're not very good at crack climbing, you're not going to want to drop the end. So, that might help you drop the end.
And F2 here, and apologies to the viewers, we don't have the best view of F2. We struggled with this camera position a little bit. Hopefully we'll get the main part of the action of the girls on F2. Can you talk to us? It looks like a pretty powerful boulder on some steeper terrain.
Yeah, this boulder, F2, it's pretty straight up power. Most of the feet are either not so great or they've been blocked. So I think the idea is you can't really keep them. It's keeps it a bit throwy. It's definitely a test of power. Not too tricky.
Cool. More classic.
Yeah, definitely more classic.
All right, let's move to M3 and F3. So M3, or is that F?
That's F3.
F3 on the left there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one like?
So it's a bit slabbier.
Yeah.
A little bit more complex. A little slower. There's a bit of a move up high that might get fast, but can be done slowly, depending on flexibility, how strong your fingers are. But yeah, definitely a different pace from F2.
Okay.
should slow them down. Again, I think F2 is definitely going to get flashed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if F3 gets flashed as well.
All right, apologies. I didn't realize that the timer has started for Roxy Perry and Hugo Hornshaw up on M1 and F1. Unfortunately, we weren't able to sync up the timers with our live stream. That's something we'll try to get sorted for tomorrow. But we'll hopefully have a chance to do that. Here's Hugo with the first go on M1.
So there's it's a little edge there.
Looks like getting the feet across is going to be pretty tricky.
Yeah, it's kind of slabby, balancing in the corner there.
Roxy with her start. Looks like a bit of a pop to that zone. Good. Nice work, Roxy.
Yeah, I think this boulder is going to suit Roxy.
Oh yeah, she's looking like she's in cruise control. Hugo having trouble with getting his feet across. Oh, just dropping the top.
Yeah.
You think she needs to get a heel underneath that left hand or where that left hand was?
She could. She definitely get that foot on.
It's a little hard with the lighting, but what's the slope like on that top yellow volume?
It's okay. It's just closed.
Okay.
So you have to be a little bit accurate. I think if she does that again, I think she'll still get it. Even if she doesn't put the foot on.
Yeah. I didn't see Hugo how he came off there.
Yeah, he's struggling to get the foot up.
Yeah. It seemed like he was in that position for a while.
It does require a bit of flexibility.
Yeah.
You can, it has been done with letting go, like a human flag and getting the foot up.
Okay.
But yeah, getting the foot up and keeping the left on is the easier way.
Here's Hugo with a second attempt.
Nice.
Oh, this is looking a little more promising. He should be able to walk his feet across. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Roxy's really just got to nail that last move in the match. She knows what to do. Come on, Hugo. Come on, Roxy. Come on, Roxy. Yeah, that's it.
Nice, Roxy.
Good work. That was a top from Roxy on her second attempt. Hugo's looking good. He's really got to move into that double Gaston position.
He does, yeah. So he kind of has to move his hips right, and the double Gaston will allow him to do that.
Yeah.
He can go up into the corner. It's definitely within his rights, but
then moving to the finish hold would probably be pretty.
He might be able to get
tough.
it with one hand, touching it, but yeah, matching will be very hard.
Good attempt from Hugo there. That was the 1 minute timer. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. This looks like it might be Hugo's last attempt.
Yeah, he might. What if he'll go straight into the Gaston this time? Definitely reluctant.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I think that's it for Hugo.
It's quite a powerful move.
Yeah.
Into the double Gaston.
So I believe that was a flash to zone on his, so zone in his first attempt. But no top from Hugo Hornshaw. Next up, we got Ned Middlehurst and Mia Ueda.
It's good to point out that Hugo's the youngest competitor significantly in the men's.
I did mention that in speed. I think he's progressed quite a bit. Yeah, Hugo's, I think, progressed quite a bit in the last couple years. Here's Ned's first go on problem 1. Opting to stay in the corner a little more. Mia's off the ground on her first attempt as well. Just struggling, controlling that zone.
And Ned having a bit of trouble there in the corner.
Yeah, I missed it. Do you think he got zone?
I don't think he did. No.
Oh, that might be costly
Didn't look
later
comfortable.
on. Yeah. Mia's second attempt moving to zone there.
So another thing to note is the walls here at Villawood. They're not textured in the bouldering area.
Yeah.
So even though they're in a corner, that wall to the left, it's just paint. So using it as a footer is, you really, it's quite risky.
Yeah.
If there was texture, this boulder would be very different.
Yeah. So Ned obviously getting zone on his second go here, but not quite getting the Gaston, the double Gaston move.
Oh, Ned trying something a bit different here.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
Moving
not
just-
optimistic. But
Trying some different foot beta. Climbers using their energy and their attempts a little bit conservatively, letting the clock run down a little bit. But here's Mia's 1 minute left attempt. She needs to control this zone. Not quite there. Looks like Ned's gearing up for his final attempt as well.
it's a,
Come on, Ned. Come on. Oh,
yeah,
just flagging out there.
unfortunate. Again, not the hardest boulder in the comp, but definitely tricky.
Yeah, got to read it right.
Yeah. And Hugo, he pushed up into the corner, but Yeah, Ned not quite
Yeah.
finding any position there.
So we're going to have our first look at athletes on problem number 2. So on problem number 1, we've got Ben Abel and Siobhan Doby. And on problem number 2, we have Roxy Perry and Hugo Hornshaw returning.
This should be interesting on it too. Yeah, there's quite a bit of discussion about this boulder.
Yeah.
Straight into it.
Yeah. Hugo with the hand jam. Good control of zone from Siobhan and Ben. Oh, Siobhan's looking good on one with a flash.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Let's see if Ben gets this double Gaston.
Ben,
Yeah, there
nice.
we go. Oh, he was in the double Gaston. Just goes for... Oh!
Yeah. Not quite.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's...
If he holds that double Gaston and sets up his feet a little bit more...
Yeah, the foot is actually not too bad, the higher one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not flat, the edge, the last hole, but there's a little bit of an in cut.
Yeah.
But it's with one arm.
Yeah,
you have to be quite strong to be able to hold that.
Roxy had her first go. Didn't quite make zone on problem number 2.
Quite powerful, that move.
We got Hugo moving into feet first position.
Come on, Hugo. Look at that.
Haha, yeah. Did you guys test it feet first through this section?
Yep. Yeah, we've got a bit of a crack climber on the team. Scotty Pritchard, he's been to 70,
yeah,
so he showed us a few different ways that it can be done. Yeah, you can actually get out of the crack pretty quickly. Or you can do it pretty slowly. So he's just on some crimps now. Cranking the foot.
Come on, Hugo.
There we go.
Ben's getting to the top
Come
of
on,
problem
Hugo.
1. Oh.
Yeah. That's right.
Ben just missing the top. Hugo and Roxy resting up.
It's a pity we can't see the timer.
Yeah, that's true. We'll give the 1-minute warning as we hear it. Hopefully we'll get that sorted for tomorrow.
I'd be surprised if Ben doesn't do this problem. That move that Hugo just fell on is quite hard. The crossover or cross under. The second last hold is actually blocked. So there's not too much of it to grab. Kind of have to be accurate. Which means you really have to crank on the left arm on not a very good hold.
Looks like Ben's stepping up for another attempt. And Hugo as well. And Roxy looks like she's about to get it. That's the 1-minute mark. Ben's got that double Gaston. Let's see if he can...
Yeah.
Oh, that flaring nature of those volumes, I think, is giving people trouble.
It is, yeah. It's quite powerful.
Here's Hugo moving through the crack.
Yeah, they're great volumes, those. The B21 from Stacks.
Roxy, another attempt. And Ben's off the mats as well.
Oh, here's Hugo. He's got that crack part dialed.
Not exactly sure where zones ended up there for those athletes. But I believe Ben did flash to zone.
Hugo made zone.
Yeah. All right, coming out for their first problems, James Cassay and Leah Jeffries. James, one of the athletes you mentioned, is a bit of a dark horse.
Not to be underestimated.
Yeah, definitely one of the more experienced athletes.
I think secretly he likes being the dark horse as well.
And Leah, a bit more of a lead specialist from what I've seen of her climbing, but has been training on the boulders quite a bit as well.
Leah's pretty all round, I think. I mean, maybe not. Speed's probably not her best, but yeah, I think handy at both boulder and lead.
Yeah. James moving quickly to zone. Ned looking very comfortable moving through the crack section.
Looking real strong.
I missed whether Siobhan had that attempt. It does look like she did. Let's see if James gets that double Gaston position.
Ned's crushing this boulder.
Yeah, Ned is walking through that.
Yeah, so
looks like his power is doing really well, but let's see if he gets this match. Nice. Top there from Ned, a flash.
He's happy about that.
Yeah. Let's.
Bit of a arm bar here for.
Yeah, James busting out
good warm up for M2.
And we got Siobhan leaving the ground on F2.
Doesn't want the double Gaston.
No, he doesn't want that.
I think he just tried to crimp the top of the volume before.
Yeah, it just comes off.
Leah is actually a setter too.
Oh, is she?
Just started a setting career.
Oh, that's great. At which facility?
She's a setter at 9 degrees.
Got it.
Looks like trouble with those slopers.
Yeah. We got Siobhan on F2.
I think that's Mia on.
Oh, is that?
F2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah. Looking strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep the feet here.
She's got
really
zone.
hard.
I think that's first
Yeah.
women we've seen get the zone there.
I think we're going to see this done.
Oh.
I hope I didn't jinx that.
Commentator's curse. Leah just missing zone there on that attempt. Good hip flexibility there for James. I believe that might have been her first attempt controlling zone. I might have missed it.
Oh, Cassay's. He's going for it.
Yeah.
He's loading up. Oh no, double Gaston.
With a stem to get into position. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, just drops it.
Wow, that's great. Great attempt. Oh, he almost had it. Wow. So strong.
Mia.
Oh, Leah, pass zone.
Yep.
Here we go. So that crimp. Come on. Nice.
Here we go. Just the match left for Leah. There we go. Top from Leah. Took her a couple of attempts, but top always welcome.
I think. Oh, lucky Mia.
Looks like
it's,
these athletes are tired and taking. Oh, I got Mia for one last go. Oh,
it's easy to discount the the nerves
Yeah.
and the role they play in these comps.
Yeah. So we got Tom Farrell on problem 1 along with Ella Easton, and we're going to see problem number 3 for the first time with Roxy and Hugo returning to the mats. Quick flash from Ella Easton there. Tom Farrell looking good on problem 1. And
So-
that's Siobhan on problem number 2 looking really good as well.
So Roxy Perry out in F3. Slower boulder.
Oh, Ben.
And a flash from Tom
Nice.
Farrell.
I
No problems at all.
I missed Hugo's attempt on problem 3 as well, but it looks like he flashed that as well. It was quickly done anyways.
No, he's still on.
Is he?
Yeah. So Roxy, she's got to get that foot over, that left foot. It's a bit far away. There we go. Come on. Come on.
Siobhan, last move.
Come on, Siobhan.
Top from Siobhan there.
Oh, well done. Strong. How's Hugo? Can't really see Hugo on M3. You
Yeah,
missing it?
is he? Well,
It's just in front of F3, so you can see him in the corner there. Oh, okay, yeah.
here's Ben on the top of problem 2. Sorry, everyone. We're just adjusting the cameras to get a better shot of M3.
A dry pie to a double catch. And then Hugo's trying to go straight up, but you can get a toe hook on the left and go up with your left hand instead of your right. Makes it a bit easier. He hasn't quite worked that out.
Chase Gatlin on problem. That's Chase Gatlin on problem 1 with Angie Scarth Johnson on her first problem as well. Both looking for flashes, I'm sure. Oh, Chase just losing.
Yeah, losing a foot there. You just need to watch Ned on M3 here. Nice.
Angie's looking strong on M1. Apologies for
no surprise there.
camera 3 there.
Right spot.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
Back. That's Ned on problem number 3. Chase on his second go on problem 1. We got James moving through the crack
Chase having
section.
problems on M1.
Yeah, that top, hey.
Quite slippy. Cassay in the crack. It's coming out now. I don't think James is going to have too much trouble with the top of this.
Yeah, he can crimp
I
down
think he
very
is just
hard.
going to hold them. Nice.
Top there from James Cassay.
Mia having a little bit of trouble with the start of F3. These blue features, the texture on them is quite fine.
Mm.
And standing on them is really quite tricky compared to some of the other features out on the market. So yeah, if you see a competitor slip on a blue feature, yeah, don't be too shocked. Very hard to stand on.
Got Leah on problem number 2. I don't believe she's held zone yet, but I might have missed that. Mia making some good progress on F3. Chase probably his last go on M1. Looking for that top.
Yeah, he's having real trouble getting into the Gaston. Oh, Mia. All the way. Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Can you describe a little bit what's on that last hold on F3? We can't quite see the very
Yeah,
top
so you've
of
got a
it.
crimp on the second last feature for your left hand, and then you cross through to a crimp that's facing you with the right. They're both pretty good crimps, but the features, you're just standing on features. There's no real good feet, so you could definitely pop out of it if you weren't concentrating.
All right, our second last set of competitors coming out for their first problem. Tom O'Halloran and Lucy Sterling. Oh, no, sorry. That's Cirrus Tan and Tom O'Halloran.
So we've got Hugo on M4 and
Roxy on M4 or F4. Yeah, first.
F4, both kind of faster boulders.
Okay.
A little bit more coordination.
Got Tom Farrell moving through the crack section on M2. Ella controlling zone on F2. Ben having a go on M3. Good work, Ben.
Oh, Ben.
With the power.
Yeah.
And
All day. Come on.
Tom Farrell with a flash, I believe, there.
Oh, well done, Ben. Well done.
I believe that was a flash from Ben there as well.
Yeah.
Really good.
Really impressive.
I think Ella just missed the top. I missed her coming off F2.
I think Tom Farrell might have flashed his boulder as well.
Yeah, I believe it was a flash. Lots of action happening right as they come to the mat, so it's hard to see if someone might have had a sneaky first go. There's Tom Farrell, or Tom O'Halloran. Excuse me. Double Gaston position with that left foot in a stem. It's got to pop to that finish hold. And holds it. Similar method to James Cathsay there.
Siobhan making good progress.
Yeah.
F3. Yeah, nice.
There we go. Top
Really
from
solid there
Siobhan
from
on
Siobhan.
F3. Let's take a look at Roxy and Hugo here. And Ella on F2. Top from Ella. Cirrus with another
Siobhan
go.
got called in a technical. Is she?
No.
No, she's fine. Yeah, Ella really made light work of F2.
It took her a couple goes, but yeah, that problem's been giving a lot of the female field quite a bit of trouble. Here we got Hugo.
Oh, Hugo,
nice with the coordination to zone on M4, his last boulder problem. We got Cirrus stepping up for another go on F1 as well. Hugo looking for the top on M4.
So, yeah,
Oh,
that crimp that Hugo had in his right hand's quite bad.
yeah.
And the foot's also quite bad. And the hold you're going to is blocked and quite bad. So Roxy trying to use a bit of flexibility here to get out of doing the coordination move.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she figures it out too.
Oh.
Close.
1 minute left for these athletes. I think they'll probably each have one more go. Here's Hugo. See if he remembers how to do the coordination. Yes, he's got that dialed.
Serious Tan still on F1.
I think she'll give him another go.
Top out there for
Nice,
Hugo.
Hugo. Let's see what Roxy can do. The clock's ticking down on her.
So same method.
Oh!
I don't know if that was controlled zone.
I don't
but
think
it's
the
close.
judges will give it to her. We'll see. All right, our final male competitor, Campbell Harrison, is out with Lucy Sterling on problem 1. We'll have one final female competitor after Lucy as well. So it seems so far Tom Farrell's in the lead with his 2 flashes. But I think James isn't too far behind, just on attempts. So we'll see if some of the power and coordination problems towards the end of the round split them up by either tops or if it's going to be about those attempts. Campbell working through his flexibility. Oh, yes, he gets it. James putting his power on display at M3. Come on, Campbell. Double Gaston. He's got to set up his feet. And James with the top on M3.
Is that a flash?
I think that's a flash. Not sure. Oh, Campbell
Close
just
to
missing
Campbell.
the top. I think that was a flash, but because the first move on M3 is so hard, we could have missed an early attempt.
So Lucy just
Lucy with the top on
Yeah,
on F1 as
quick.
well. Yeah, definitely quick. I think that was her first attempt. Seems like F2 will be a good split for a lot of the ladies as well. But we're seeing a fair number of tops on F1 and F3. And haven't seen too many athletes through on problems number 4. Ned,
Oh,
I missed him getting the coordination move for the first time. But let's see if he can do it again. And that's Mia on F4, struggling with the start a little bit. Campbell on his second go. Chase back into the crack. Chase moving up through the top of the boulder. Let's see if he can match it up. I missed Ned on the coordination move again.
yeah, he does it pretty confidently.
Yeah, nice. Chase with the match. Got it. Nice.
Interesting to see it. Just curious to see how Mia tries to do this move to the bonus on F4.
Ned with the top on M4.
I don't know if she'll
Let's
go
see
low.
Mia. Oh, we got a send train.
Oh, yes, that was it. It's
Leah
close.
with the top on F3 as well. Lots of tops happening. So we just got Campbell and Mia on the mats. F4 and M1.
So yeah, just before Mia tried to jump through on F4, which is definitely the intended way to do that.
She's got those start moves dialed now. That was giving her a bit of trouble early in the round. Campbell's moving confidently through the start of that problem. He's just got to nail this last move. Yes, and he's got
nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's an important top, I think.
Yeah.
One.
it. Yeah.
Not that it's going to help you go through to finals.
Just got Mia left on the mats. That's time. Good last attempt from Mia there. Alright, we got Osh McKenzie, our final female athlete. She's on the mats by herself on F1.
I could see a flash here on M4, I reckon.
That's Siobhan. You think has Siobhan been practicing her coordination?
No, I said yeah, M4.
Oh, on M4, sorry. With Ben.
Yeah, Ben's particularly good at these sort of moves.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Siobhan goes low on F4 and holds it to zone.
Tom moving quick through M3.
No surprise there.
Yeah, he's holding on to his lead.
Yep.
I think he's going to be hard to catch with 3 flashes. Ben on track for your predicted M4 flash. Osh confidently moving through the top of F1. And there's a flash from Osh, I believe.
Is that a flash from O'Halloran?
I want to say yes. I might have missed his first attempt, but I believe that was a flash. And I think we missed Ella Easton with a top on F3. And that's Cirrus Tan on F2.
Ooh, yeah, not quite there from Siobhan. I thought she might drop low, but
Mm.
she's staying high. Yeah, so the setter wanted you to palm down on that middle hold
Oh, okay.
and jump to the right.
Got it.
It's definitely, I think it's the easiest way to do that boulder. But yeah, if you have a bit more power, you can definitely drop low, I think.
Mm. That's Cirrus and Siobhan both on their respective problems. Cirrus coming down. Oh. So it's looking like our top rank for the men's, we're going to see 4 tops and probably separated by attempts.
Mm.
How do you think that fares for any adjustments for finals?
Not too many surprises.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, obviously I can't give too much away, but yeah, definitely some stuff there to think about.
Yeah.
To take into consideration. But I don't think we're going to be stripping any boulders
That's
and
good.
replacing them.
Good to hear. That's 1 minute
Oh,
left
that was the best attempt
for
from
these.
Siobhan there. That was way better. I think she's figured it out.
Let's see. She didn't take too much time to rest there. Oh, yeah. That's zone. I believe that's first
Yeah.
time to zone.
I think she'll do this boulder now.
Yeah. We got Cirrus up on an attempt. Oh,
Come on.
come on, Siobhan.
Bit of a knee bar
Looking
there.
for the top. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we
Nice.
go. Cheeky leg top from Siobhan there. Good round for her.
Yeah, Siobhan's a bit of a dark horse as well, actually.
Hmm.
I'll probably say that about all the athletes, actually. At one stage.
All right, we won't have any action anymore on M1 and F1. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be good to move my cameras so much. James needs to find a pretty quick top to put any sort of pressure on Tom Farrell.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go.
Hmm. That's Campbell moving through.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Here comes the pressure from Casse. I don't think he'll have any problem with this last bit.
Nice. Is he going to get the heel for the match? No, goes for the low foot. Nice. Good work from James on there.
Hey, he's probably really stoked with himself.
Yeah.
For getting that quick.
That's Chase on M3 looking good. Nice. Lucy with zone on F2. And that's Angie moving through F3 as well. Lucy looking for the top on F2. Oh, just missing it.
This is Leah. And see how she does this on F4.
Going low. But I think you're right that staying a bit higher was the method that Siobhan eventually used to get it.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh,
She'll have a big
Leah.
swing to control here if she does
Oh,
that.
setter's worst nightmare. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, good
well
work
done.
from Leah. Campbell.
And that is
on.
not the intended beta. I can assure you that.
But I think she deserves that.
Effective,
you know, like,
yes,
she
definitely.
didn't break the beta. She just found a new method.
Used, yeah, definitely used her height to an advantage.
Yeah.
Good on her. Campbell's struggling on M2. It's definitely not for everyone.
And Angie having a bit of trouble here with F3 as well. Come on, Campbell.
Really
oh,
high
big
foot there.
swing. Big swing from Campbell. Angie's looking, she's got a top here on F3.
I reckon Campbell, it's had a few attempts in that crack now. It's going to be pretty, that hand's going to be sore. Yeah.
Here's Lucy and Campbell. Lucy, second go for this last move. Come on, Lucy. Oh, that problem is probably pretty tiring.
Which one's that?
F2?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 45 degrees. I think anything at 45 degrees is tiring.
Yeah, for sure. It's a 1 minute time for Lucy and Campbell to finish up M2 and F2.
Oh, Campbell's
Come
got
on,
the double
Campbell.
meat wrap. Strong. See if he can get the...
There we go, that's zone.
I think he might go to the top from here.
He's
He
made
definitely
this
doesn't
attempt
intend- yeah, I
look
think he's
way
gonna-
easier than his previous attempts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
strong.
come on.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
work from Campbell.
Solid.
Campbell's getting the tops, just taking him a couple more attempts than the others.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a little bruise on the outside of his right hand, I'd say. It's not the comfiest activity in the world.
You guys are mean to do that early in the comp.
Maybe. It's not... It doesn't take too much skin.
Mm. All right, so we got Osh on her second problem. Last competitor on F2. Tom O'Halloran on M3. Cirrus 10, F3.
I reckon you'll see a flash here on F2.
Let's see if Tom can get 4 flashes. Tom Farrell on M4. We got Ella Easton also on F4.
Oh, that's a...
drops
yeah,
the
wow.
flash.
Should keep the results interesting.
Yeah, definitely. We'll take a peek at the results after these competitors, if we get a chance.
I think Tom will get the top here. Tom O'Halloran, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good work
nice.
from him. That's N3. Keeping the pressure on Tom Farrell.
Yeah, tight race.
Yeah. We got Osh on zone. Osh looking for the top. There we go. She matches. The top from Osh.
Sue Stan doing well on F3.
Yeah, that's right. Top from her. I believe that's her first top. So good go from her getting a top on the scoreboard. That's not right. See how Ella does.
Oh,
Oh, it's commitment
that is
there.
commitment. Yeah, good commitment. Tom. Oh,
There we go. Top from Tom. I believe that was 3 attempts.
yeah, I think you're right. 3 attempts.
Just Ella left on the mats.
Ooh. Sailor is like not to palm down on that right hand. Oh,
This coordination trouble move given a lot of the ladies a lot of trouble.
yeah, that's definitely the idea.
Yeah. Seems a lot of them want to stay low.
Well,
That was a
the
good Glasgow.
coordination part of that's pretty hard. I mean, Leah bypassed that,
Hmm.
doing something we definitely didn't foresee.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing it the coordination way is it's quite tricky,
Hmm.
especially in 4 minutes in front of a bunch of people with
Yeah.
cameras and an audience.
So we've got Campbell and Lucy out on problem 3, and Angie and Chase on problem 4.
I think Angie might stay low. Very strong. Ooh, Chase almost had it on the flash.
Hmm. Campbell holding zone.
Ooh, he went
Oh,
right hand. Man, Ben Abel going right hand to that made it look so easy. I'm so impressed.
Chase holding zone on his second go. See if Chase can match. And he got it.
Nice.
Nice. Good work from Chase.
Oh, came with right hand again.
Oh, good swing control from Campbell
done.
there.
That's great. Lucy having a bit of trouble on F3.
Yeah.
And Angie staying low.
Mm.
Using that flexibility.
Yeah, trying to use that flexibility. Lucy struggled a bit with this low part.
Yeah, she's not going for the press. She's kind of staying low.
Just got zoned there. I don't think the top of this problem's given other girls too much problem. So once you're established, moving off the zone, we haven't seen too many people drop it after that. Angie, another attempt. I think she'll probably try that flexibility method again.
She's gone high.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Angie's probably identified. She's tried that beta once.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work. Oh. Oh, that was good from Angie. She's kind of finding that point where she could stand.
Mm.
Lucy committing to the press.
Yeah, there we go.
How much time she's got left? Oh, straight through. Nice.
Good work from Lucy. The top of that problem didn't give her much trouble.
No. Missed a hold.
Mm. One minute left for Angie to find a top here on F4. Oh, testing out the coordination move, but not quite committing.
Yeah, if you come through with the palm, it slows you down.
Yeah.
Just means you can get to that slow for a bit more time. There we go. Don't know if she'll be able to reach statically, but maybe she can pop. Not happy with that. Surely.
All right, we got Osh on F3, Cirrus 10.
Yeah, I think you'll see a flash here on
And
F3.
Tom O'Halloran. Osh on her way on F3.
Tom committing to the static version.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He's going to have a hard
Well,
time
there you
releasing
go,
that
eh?
heel. Oh, maybe not.
Tom O'Halloran.
The only one to find that method. Oh!
Oh!
And it's cost him the flash. Osh.
I think he'll do it the same way and manage to hold it. He's just to kick that right foot up a
Yeah.
bit faster, I think.
Osh makes quick work of F3. I believe that's 3 flashes so far for Osh. Let's try that method again. Cirrus committing to the coordination move. Good go from her.
Yeah, nice from there. From Tom.
Yeah. Good work from Tom. So that's 4 tops in 7 attempts from Tom O'Halloran. Tom Farrell did 4 tops in 8 attempts. So Tom O'Halloran actually taking away that round by 1 attempt. So it was really that last problem that separated those two through the attempts.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
No clear front runner. Women's is a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, Osh, we're yet to see her on problem number 4, but definitely pretty dominant with 3 flashes on those first 3 problems. But behind her is Siobhan with 4 tops and 12 attempts, which is a really good showing. Let's see if Cirrus can notch up another top on her tally. I think she's got the method right. Maybe needs to press down a little hard on that left palm.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, zone for
Nice.
Cirrus. Let's see if she can finish it up. She's got a minute left.
Yeah, that was perfect from Series 10. Not the only way to do that move, but definitely the coolest way to do that move.
If only there were style points.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good way
Gets
to
the
finish
knee bar.
there.
Great top from Cirrus there. So this is our provisional results from the men's competition. We're still waiting for Campbell on problem number 4. Campbell and Lucy coming out on problem number 4.
So yeah, so is the overall ranking?
Yeah, so on that graphic, which I'll bring up after these athletes, to look at the boulder round, you really got to look at the rank under the boulder column, because the score will show their overall rank, so that'll be their speed rank multiplied by their provisional boulder rank. Lucy on her first attempt. Campbell, a bit of a sneaky static method looking for it anyways. Oh, now he's committing to the dynamic method. I think he'll give that another go. I don't think Lucy's quite read the coordination move just yet. Lucy with another attempt. What do you think of this heel hook method?
Definitely optimistic.
Looks like she's not going for that.
Oh, Cam. That's
a top
one
here.
way to do it. That's impressive.
A top here could really help him out.
I think Lucy's just figured it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if, Campbell's going to try that method again.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us tested it like that.
Yeah. Well
Wow.
done from Campbell. Strong shoulders.
Yeah, really impressive from Campbell, finding his own way.
Yeah. Let's see if he can put this problem in the bag.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. Oh, he's having a little bit of trouble. The footer is quite small, but it's positive that he has to use to get over to the last hole. Just has to keep it together. Yeah, nice.
Come on. Low foot.
Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really going to help him out on the rankings. Yeah. It's a third place.
All 4 boulders for...
Yeah, third place finish in the Boulder round for Campbell.
Well earned. He definitely had maybe the most amount of attempts.
Yeah, just ahead of James Cassé, who I thought got 4 tops, but he must have. Do you remember which problem he missed?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
Could be a technical. Come on, Lucy. Come on.
She is squeezing in lots of final attempts. Still has a lead route to do today. So she'll have to be a little bit conservative with her, or careful with how she uses her energy. Different method here. Trying to stay low. Oh, she really wanted that zone. These are the provisional men's results. Just pay attention to the rank under the Boulder column to see how the athletes did in the Boulder round. We have Osh up on her final problem, our last athlete climbing through the Boulder qualification round. She's in a really great position after winning the speed round and already in the lead without needing to get on the wall for the Boulder round with 3 flashes.
Could see a flash here.
Yeah.
F4.
Osha's been working a lot on her coordination, and let's see if it pays off. Oh, quick
There it
work.
is.
Yeah. Well done from Osh there. So that's what the results are looking like for the women. The rank position there is the speed rank multiplied by the boulder. Osh in a really good position with having taken out the first place in both speed and boulder. Clearly dominant on the boulder round with 4 flashes, but not too far behind was Siobhan with 4 tops in 12 attempts.
That's
yeah,
a little way behind, but
yeah.
yeah, it's not quite 4 flashes.
But with the 4 tops, the only other athlete to get 4 tops. Good to see Siobhan putting a bit of pressure on Osh, which is great. Then we had in 3rd place for the round Ella Easton with 3 tops in 4 attempts. I believe it was the coordination problem that she missed out on.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And a really good round from her in speed as well. So with just 6 ranking points, she's in a really great position moving into lead. And we had Angie in 4th place in that round with 3 tops in 5 attempts. Then we had Leah Jeffries, 3 tops in 11 attempts. Lucy, 2 tops in 8 attempts. And Cirrus Tan, 2 tops in 7 attempts. Then it was Mia. And you know what? I think the sizing is wrong because I'm missing one. I'll just head back to the men's results and fix that. One moment, please. So, Tom Farrell in a great position with a 1st place and a 2nd place after 2 rounds in these qualification. Really good show from the men. We had 3 athletes with 4 tops, all split by attempts, but really close there between Tom Farrell and Tom O'Halloran. But Tom Farrell's really good speed time is proving to be an important factor for this comp. Let's just head back to the ladies' scores. I'll finish off reading them up. But in 8th place there from Mia Wida, we have 1 top in 4 attempts, and then Roxy Perry with 1 top in 2 attempts. But yeah, really interesting. Osh, Ella, Siobhan in the top 3 positions, moving into lead. And in the men, it is Tom Farrell, Tom O'Halloran, and Ben Abel. We'll be ending the stream just there, but please join us for the next round. We are aiming to get started around 5 p.m. or thereabouts. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.